Hello everyone, welcome back to another Goodgame Empire video, and this video will be about equipment. I am making this for lower level 70 players, but it should also be useful if you're a higher legendary level and just don't have amazing equipment yet. So I'm going to be talking about how to get equipment, and mainly legendary and unique equipment, as the lower levels you shouldn't really be bothering with at level 70. So there's a couple tiers of equipment: common, rare, epic, and legendary and unique. You can get all of the tiers except unique from just looting robber barons or nomad or samurai camps, or the equivalent of robber barons in your outer kingdoms. This equipment is sometimes useful, and you can make 90/90 sets out of it, as you can see here, if you tech it up enough. But it's not amazing, as to get a 90/90 you'll have to sacrifice most other attributes. It's also good for making fire Castellans, as you can see here. It's, in fact, the best way to make fire Castellans, as there's not a lot of unique pieces which give fire damage reduction. And that's about it for how useful it is. For most other stuff, like actual commanders and Castellans you're gonna use, you'll want to get unique equipment sets. So first, we've already talked about how to get legendary. Just attack your robber barons to Outer Realms equivalent and attacking nomad and samurai camps. Now let's talk about how to get some good unique equipment sets. The seasonal events are always a good way to get equipment sets. There is a commander or Castellan available every month that you can get by just participating in the events, and this will show you how many points you can get for each action you do. I highly recommend only spending your Khan or Samurai tablets when there is a booster on, and many players will delay participating in events until there is a Nomad or Samurai camp on, because they don't want to activate that first booster, because you can usually get a ton of points if you have a booster running during Nomad or Samurai, as I do. That is usually a great way to get good seasonal points. So let's first talk about the Nomad Invasion and what equipment you can get from that, since that is currently going on right now. There is a good 100/100 comm you can get with 20 Courtyard. It's not amazing, but it's okay if you don't have a 90/90 yet. There are two weaker commanders and Castellans, as well as a couple mediocre unique pieces that I do not recommend getting unless you're a really low level and you're not level 70 yet. There is a Castellan, a 5-piece one, which is available in the Samurai Invasion, which is not this, but a similar invasion, which I highly recommend getting. But what you really should be getting are these two Castellan sets from this invasion. The Nomad Castellan set, right here, it has 65 courtyard, 20 wall space, and is a 90/90, among with several other good attributes. And the Ice Castellan, which in fact I have been saving up for and will get right now. Oh, can you get multiple of these in one invasion? I did not realize that. Okay. Well. And here we go. I got some seasonal points for doing that. Again, that's why you should only do it when you have the booster on. Here you go. And here we go. So I just made like 30 seasonal points just by buying that set. And now, I will be replacing one of my weaker sets. Which one? Let's replace this one. With this set. I plan on using this to make my my unique set, which I plan on using some Baermon gems and either Courtyard gems, or if I can get it, Snowglobe gems. So I'll be putting some Gem of the Rebellions on here, as you can see, sometimes it doesn't appear immediately. Do not worry. Your gems did not just get deleted. You just have to... It will either just update when you change another equipment piece, or you can just close out the window and reopen it. As you can see, your gems are there. I'm going to keep putting some low-level wall space gems onto this until I can get my Barrowmon gems. Some additional good commandos you can get. You can also get some good equipment from the Samurai invasions that I recommend you check out. And the Shapeshifter invasion is also a great way of getting commandos. The Apprentice Commander is one I'm currently working on, where I have 5 of the pieces, just none of the gems yet. And I am saving up for the Master Summoner set. Both of these are amazing PvP commanders, which I highly recommend getting. And it's why I recommend you get the Castellans from the Nomad invasion instead of the commanders, because you can't really get a better Castellan than the Nomad Castellan easily, except for the Barrowmon invasion. Which, speaking of which, your goal as a new level 70 or a level 50 plus really, like your top priority should be getting the Barrowmon Castellan. This Castellan is a 110-110 Castellan, which I have covered in a previous video, but it is just a great, amazing all-around Castellan that it should be your top priority. If I had to rank my other Castellans, I'd say the Nomad is the second for all-around. The Samurai Castellan has actually higher courtyards than the Barrowmon Castellan, but is worse in most other aspects. And the Ice Castellan is also better than the Barrowmon Castellan in one respect, in that it has higher wall, gate, and moat, higher gate and moat, sorry, it has lower wall, and it has more soldier limit on the wall, which is good. So you can actually hold central with this if you have good gems. But it suffers in courtyard because it only has 5 courtyard base, instead of the 40 from the set. I have a look item on here. You could add courtyard gems, but that would kind of defeat the purpose of this set because of the wall space intrinsic into set. The only real reason you should be using this set is if you're going to hold central. In fact, I have been waiting to get another Barrowmon, or not Barrowmon, Ice Castellan set, and I'm going to be embedding higher level wall gems on here. So yeah, I have been using a lot of gems in this video, and I do not regret it. Here we go. See, it did not update, so do not panic. Just reopen the window and it will be here. And now I have a Castellan that can fit 60% more troops on the wall. So, let's see. Research tower? No, construction yard, sorry. I'm working on a build item, which should be almost done. I'm going to skip the time so we can just see how many troops I can fit on the wall, because it should be a good amount. Here we go. I now have a level 10 build item that I have been working on for a while, and if we put this in my main castle, then I should have a good amount of troops on the wall. So this is like a half information episode, half bragging about my new Castellans that I got, but I'm sorry, I just can't help myself. I'm excited. So now I can fit 200 soldiers on the wall. So now, let's get rid of these garbage tools I put on because I was getting tool-borned. And if I put in better tools, I should be able to reasonably easily hold the wall now. Where are my line bombs? Here we go. And this should be able to hold the gate against almost any 5th wave attack, and even a relatively poorly tooled 6th wave attack. And I should do decently well in the courtyard, because even though it doesn't have a huge bonus there, as you can see, only that 5% as well as the bonus from the look item, I will be holding central, so I'll only be facing half the attackers I normally will in the courtyard, which is basically the same as giving them a 50% penalty. Because if you think about it, having half the number of troops is basically the same as having twice as many troops fighting at half combat strength. So I believe that this Castellan will actually do reasonably well in the courtyard, even if it doesn't have a huge courtyard combat strength bonus. That's about it for this video. Hope this has helped you with getting better equipment, or maybe you just enjoyed seeing a good Castellan. Either way, I'm out. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, and goodbye.